Hey everyone, Alexandra here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the company that I chose for my project for our marketing class. So I chose the company Cabelas, and for those of you who don't know, Cabelas is one of the largest outdoor sporting goods stores in North America, and they have over 80 locations, including 2 here in Edmonton. The reason I chose Cabelas for my company to do the project about was because I personally shopped there myself, as well as a couple of my family members as well. So for those of you who don't know, Cabelas is a sporting goods store, and they sell hunting gear, camping gear, fishing gear, and really anything that you can do outside they most likely sell in their store, including games. And they're also known for, shockingly enough, their warm nuts. So if you walk into a Cabelas store, you'll definitely recognize the smell and know what I'm talking about. So to get into the project, Cabelas, like I said, target market is going to be someone who prefers spending time outside or enjoys spending time outside, as well as spending time with their family, as they do have a lot of sports that are passed down throughout generations, specifically on the male-oriented side, just from traditional stereotypical values, I guess we can call them. Although most of our target market is going to be male, we do need to keep in mind for Cabelas that there are a lot of females who are going to also enjoy the outdoors like myself, and that is a really profitable margin for the company to pursue. Another profitable margin is going to be families, so if we can incorporate kids gear for Cabelas, that's going to be also another large profitable margin for the company, as I feel like parents don't feel guilty necessarily buying things for their kids, or maybe grandparents even spoiling their grandchildren, whereas they could feel a little bit more of the buyer's remorse when they're buying stuff for themselves if they do have kids. So I think that it's really important that we keep in mind, yes, our main target market is going to be that middle-aged man, but families is a really, really big market for opportunity. In Edmonton, Cabelas does have a couple stores that are in competition with them, including Mountain Equipment Co-op and Campers Village, Sport Check, and a lot of other online resources that are available now, especially during COVID-19. So on that same topic with COVID, there's been a really big surplus of people wanting to spend time outside because it's considered one of the safer activities, unfortunately, during our pandemic, which, I mean, is great because they're going outside and spending time with their family, but also maintaining social distance. So on that same note with COVID-19, I've talked to a couple people at Cabelas, and based on my observations through walking through the store and seeing how people are reacting, the government regulations are changing every day, and I think that that's really important to keep on top of as a store, and Cabelas seems like they're doing a pretty good job. However, there was a lot of people not wearing masks when I went in the store, and also just based on the social distancing practices, yes, it's a pretty big store considering what they're selling, but also people are still touching all of the clothing and the shoes, and nothing is being wiped down right away. So that was a little bit mentioned before with COVID-19. Online shopping became a really big part of our society within the past couple months. And luckily, Cabelas already had a website going, and they were offering curbside pickup during the pandemic. So they were definitely on top of their competition. But in retrospect, when I was doing some online shopping, I noticed that Cabelas doesn't actually have an app. So I was going on my phone and then onto the website, which wasn't necessarily compatible with my device. And I'm sure a lot of other people had this same issue. So my recommendation for Cabelas would be to implement an app program for mobile devices. Sorry, that was hard to say. And then also have a rewards program, because there's a lot of companies out there that are doing rewards programs, and they seem to be working quite well. And for a company as big as Cabelas, I was kind of shocked that they didn't already have one. I know Bass Pro Shops, which is owned by Cabelas, has something kind of in the process of being made, and they do collect points, but nothing to the extreme of what I was thinking. So similar to Sephora, where you collect points based on the amount of money that you spend, and then you can kind of claim rewards. The rewards aren't necessarily dollars, and same with WestJet, where you get tiered based on how much you spend annually and then in total in retrospect. I was thinking that Cabelas could do something kind of based on those programs and then twist it a little bit. So my idea is to have different levels, and we'll call them animal names. So they'll be fawn for people who spend under $300 a year, and then say moose for people who spend between $300 and $600 a year, and then bear would be for $600 to $1,200 a year, and then it would just kind of go up from there. So annually, these people would be spending, like I said, a good amount of money. So instead of giving them just coupons and vouchers, although we would send them out in the email list, we would actually reward them with a gift. And that gift would be based around something outdoorsy and have the Cabelas logo on it. And it would be maybe an incentive to make more purchases at Cabelas in comparison to our competitors. And I think that it would be a really great just thing for people to have, because everybody likes free stuff. So as you'll see in my report, my advertising for this is going to be done on social media through our email subscription list, and we'll have a banner on our mail out flyers just at the bottom or the top, as well as megaphone in-store promotions and posters and flyers throughout the store advertising our new app and rewards program. So I hope that these methods will work and that local influencers and bloggers will catch on, or will help them with our media list, or media kit, sorry. And it'll just be a really great thing for everyone. And I think that, like I said, it's going to help people with COVID, because it'll give them something fresh and excited about, because Christmas is coming, and what better time to implement a savings program than when the economy is not looking so good and people are going to be spending more money during the holidays. So I think that this will be a great thing for Cabelas to implement, and I hope you guys like my presentation. Thanks, and stay safe, everyone. Bye.